When he was just a boy, a stranger did something small, so small that most people would have forgotten it by the next morning. But that moment followed him for the next 40 years and shaped the way he lived his entire life. When Samuel was 9 years old, he learned what kindness felt like. It was a cold afternoon. School had let out early. His backpack was thin, his shoes worn, and his pockets empty. Samuel stood outside a small grocery store, staring through the window, watching people buy food his family couldn't afford that week. He didn't ask for anything. He didn't expect anything. But someone noticed. A man in a brown coat stepped out of the store. He looked ordinary, middle-aged, quiet, kind eyes. He knelt down and said softly, "Are you waiting for someone?" Samuel shook his head. Without another word, the man handed him a paper bag. Inside was bread, fruit, and a small carton of milk. Then he said something Samuel would never forget. "Someday, when you can, do this for someone else." And he walked away. Samuel never saw the man again. But that night, as he shared the food with his family, something settled in his chest. A promise, not spoken aloud, but deeply held. He didn't promise to find the man. He promised to become him. As Samuel grew older, life wasn't easy. There were years of struggle, long hours, missed opportunities. But he carried one rule quietly through every stage of life. If you can help, you help. Sometimes it was lending lunch money. Sometimes it was holding a door. Sometimes it was listening. No announcements, no credit. By his 30s, Samuel barely noticed he was doing it. Helping became as natural as breathing. A tire changed in the rain. Groceries paid for without explanation. A note left instead of advice. Each small act carried the same invisible message. Someday, when you can. On his 49th birthday, Samuel sat alone on a park bench. He watched a young boy standing nearby. Cold, unsure, hungry. Samuel felt something familiar stir. He stood up, walked over, and handed the boy a paper bag. Inside, bread, fruit, and milk. And he said softly, "Someday, when you can, do this for someone else." The boy nodded. And in that moment, Samuel understood. The favor had never been about repayment. It was about continuity. Kindness doesn't end when it's given. It travels quietly, from hand to hand, from life to life. You may never see where yours goes, but it matters. Good night, my friend. May your small kindnesses find their way back into the world.